Hi there. I'm Christine Dunbar from speechmodification.com, and this is my Smart American Accent training. We're having a bonus live class today to cover a few of your words that were requested for part of our Word of the Day series. So some requests came in for the words pulse and pearls, for the word early, and for the word stir. And so I'm going to take advantage of these words of the day requests to also talk just generally about the R sound in the middle of words. So of course you can get a lot of help for the R sound in my American R videos and my American R playlist, as well as our Sounds of English course on speechmodification.com. But let's just take a look at these words and see what they teach us about the American R. So first of all, the words pulse and pearls, I believe these were requested because it's challenging sometimes to do that R together with that L sound. And although the word pulse doesn't have an R, what it does have is a vowel schwa, which sounds like and that's one of the errors that I hear when people are trying to make the American R sound, and they tend to use more of a British R or a distorted R. It's going to sound more like an sound, or so they might be saying, trying to say pearls, and it would sound more like pearls, like an sound instead of an sound. So first of all, sometimes we do have to say the schwa. It sounds like and then the word pulse, what's hard about that is that the schwa goes into the dark L sound. And so for the L sound in pulse, what you need is to be able to keep the back of your tongue down, even though the front of your tongue is lifting up for the L. So trying ulse, and adding your P, pulse, is going to help you with that. It's not a super easy sound to make. You can try it in other words that have the dark L, like hull, for example, the hull of a ship, or gull, like the bird. Those might be easier initially, and then try adding from your ul, add your P, pull, finally your S, pulse. Then moving into our words that do have the American R, for any American R word, it's very helpful to start with the tight back R sound. So when I'm trying to say pearls, the first thing I want to do is just do that tight sound. If that gives you trouble, go back to the basics, look at my American R videos, get some help and feedback on what your tongue needs to be doing to make that tight sound, and then build from there. So I'm going to try and then per. Then when I'm moving into the L, I still have that dark L sound. So I'm going to do my per, gliding into the dark L. It's going to sound like pearl. So again, if you found this dark L to be difficult, you can go back to our gull, etc., getting that dark L, and then go from your R to your L. So ulls, earls, pearls. So in this case, I don't really want to have a long time on the L. I don't want really pearls with a break. It has to run together, pearls. But when you break it down into the two pieces, sometimes it's a little easier. Letter S in pearls says the Z sound. Then another tense R sound at the start of the word, for example, early. You may actually find this one slightly easier because the L in early, is a light L. It starts its own syllable. So I can start from the back, early, and basically I just have a vowel R, a light L, and a tense E sound, early. First syllable stress in that word as well. So the is short, early. And then in our word stir, that was also requested, we have the at the end. Again, just build from the back. Try your stir. I don't mean to say just do that as though it's easy. It's not. It's a challenging sound. R in lots of different contexts. Sometimes you'll have no trouble with R at the start of words or no trouble at the end. For some people, R gives them difficulty wherever it is, but practicing it in a lot of different contexts, and then specifically practicing words where you find it the most challenging, whether it be in the middle, at the end, or at the beginning. In general, I always have to be able to go in and out of the R sound because, of course, typically I'm not just saying one word at a time. How often would I actually just say stir by itself? Maybe sometimes, but most of the time I'm going to be saying stir it, stir that. It doesn't need to be stirred, etc. And so if I'm saying stir it, for example, then this R is really at the end of stir, but also kind of at the beginning of it, stir it, because I'm linking them together. So unless I can go in and out of the R easily and smoothly, it's always going to keep giving me challenges. So practicing your words in lots of different short contexts, smoothly moving in and out of that R. And R is one of the sounds where, of course, most of the time, I like to teach you to work on the sounds within words in real context. But sometimes for things like R or dark L, if it's stubborn, gives you a little extra challenge, you can do those sounds by themselves or just with some other sounds instead of in words so that you don't go into those habits of, oh, my mouth has always said the R this way in this word. Instead, just doing the sound with some vowel sounds, for example, like ooh, ooh, oooroo, oooroo, ooroo, being able to glide in and out of that R is going to be really helpful for you. I talk about that in my Sounds of English course when I'm trying to teach you and help you with the American R. You can check out that course on speechmodification.com. All of my courses now are either free or under $2 to give you an opportunity to access that material and make that easily accessible and inexpensive for you. I'll be back this morning with our regular class, our word of the day, and this week we're talking about some phrases as well. We'll have our members only class this morning at 9 a.m. Seattle time, 12 p.m. Eastern time. And if you're not yet a channel member, you can click the join button and check out those options. Channel members can ask their questions at any time throughout the week and also attend our live class. I cover their answers for them so they don't have to be here live. If they're busy at that time, they can still get their specific questions answered. We also have a sounds challenge going on for our channel members with additional members only videos. I hope you'll join our class later today that's open to everyone and consider joining as a channel member. I really appreciate the support. Thanks, everyone, and I hope you're having a wonderful Sunday so far. Look forward to seeing you in our next classes coming up. I'm Christine Dunbar from speechmodification.com. Remember, if you want to sound like a native speaker, you can do it. speechmodification.com. Bye, everyone. Thanks for tuning in.